Hey Blossoms, welcome to the second official episode of the Blooming Podcast. Okay, you guys, today's special guest is, drumroll please, 𝐒𝐓𝐇𝐄𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒.
Hey Blossoms!
So I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
My name is Ali, or 𝐒𝐓𝐇𝐄𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒 on Insta and YouTube, and I've been an animator for around 4 years now, starting in April 2020, and yeah.
That's amazing! And with that being said, let's get right into today's episode. So let's start with the first question. I was scrolling through your socials, and I noticed that you started making GFX content, but then you also made MM2 content. You made fan art content, and also edit content. So why and how did you decide that you were gonna focus more on GFX content?
So those are some great questions. At first I started YouTube learning how to make animations, and I thought that my channel would be based off it because many people were doing well and the GFX community was thriving. Then I swapped to MM2 content because the GFX community died and a lot of my friends were playing it and it seemed really fun. After which I went back to entering competitions because I didn't want to open my commissions and I wanted to practice my intro making skills. And then I tried editing a bit with CapCut, like trying to edit my intros because I wanted to be unique and creative. And then I decided to move on from CapCut to After Effects, and now I edit all my animations with After Effects.
Ooh, okay, that sounds amazing. Do you have anyone who inspired you to start making animations? Or how did you get into animating?
So when I went onto YouTube for the first time and trying to make Roblox content, obviously my intros kind of sucked. So I went and watched some videos and I saw these really cool animations at the start. And I was wondering, how do I get that? And like at the time, I don't really have money to buy commissions. So I tried to learn on my own. And the people who inspired me were Madzy, Truffios, Cloud X Rose, but she quit. And yeah, I just learned from them online, like YouTube tutorials. Fun fact, I even learned how to animate before I actually made my first proper GFX. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's really impressive. Was it hard at first? Did you ever thought about giving up?
So of course everyone feels demotivated at times, and of course I felt that way many times too. But just the thought of being able to inspire and motivate people and actually having an audience that relates to what I watch and enjoys what I make is something that definitely kept me going and made me really happy. And so I believe that if you just think that you're doing well and try and be unique and creative and put out new ideas, then you'll definitely be a lot more motivated than usual.
Yes, I agree with you on being unique and putting out new ideas that no one has ever done before. Did you ever deal with people copying you or stealing your ideas? Because obviously, when you put out something unique and it works, most of the time there's gonna be someone that wants the same thing without actually working for it. So have you ever had someone do that, and if yes, how did you deal with it?
So when I was on YouTube, not many people would steal my ideas, but they would give credit. I wouldn't really call myself very creative when I was on YouTube though, so my ideas weren't that great. But when I'm on Instagram, definitely many people have been I don't know, taking my profile pictures and using them for their own profiles. I think I've had 2 accounts take a lot of my videos and then re-upload them with different filters and stuff. But it's okay because I dealt with them. I just sent them a DM nicely. One of them didn't even speak English, so I translated the DM, and then they took down their stuff. And if they refused to take down their stuff like the other one did, then I would simply just report them. Yeah. But other than that, I wouldn't really worry much.
So I see that you deal really well with people copying or stealing your content. But how do you deal with the hate comments or the jealous people?
Yeah, so of course as a Roblox animator, I get a moderate amount of hate, mainly on my YouTube because the algorithm's kind of bad, and when your shorts get more reach than usual, weird people come up and, give hate. Honestly, my advice is to just delete it and don't even think about it, because if you reply or like pin the comment or whatever, you'll just give it more attention, and that's something that you don't want to do to negative things. You don't want to give them attention because they don't deserve it. Just delete it. It works perfectly fine.
Yeah, I agree with not giving them the attention that they are seeking for. But it's funny because sometimes I do respond to the hate comments, but I respond to them with a nice comment. And every time they never leave a hate comment after that. So I just thought that was funny.
Yeah, I agree. If you can't take them seriously, then it's totally okay to leave a funny comment too, to make people laugh.
Yes, LOL. But anyway, with the amazing talent that you have, I just know people want to learn how you make those amazing animations. So are you thinking about making tutorials for people to learn?
So definitely I've made many attempts to try and record tutorials for people, but every time I try and do something edit, it just doesn't flow right. I'm really bad at explaining things, so it's I feel it's really difficult to understand, and people might not be able to do it. So usually I don't upload my tutorials, but I will try in the future again with a better script and better explanation to make tutorials. And also thank you for the compliment.
You're welcome. I definitely think that you have a bright future in front of you if you continue like that.
Oh, thank you so much.
Speaking of the future, what are you planning on doing in the future? Where do you see yourself in about 5 years?
Yeah, so in the future, I definitely want to continue my animation because that sounds really fun. I can't imagine having to just do my hobby for work and get paid. I hope I get to learn animation properly, the fundamentals and all of the educational stuff, because now I'm just self-taught, I don't know a lot. And so I really want to take the the learning path for animators, and hopefully I want to animate one day for big places, but then again, that's just a dream.
Well, I think you should pursue your dream, because like Walt Disney said, all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. So maybe one day you'll animate for Disney. Who knows?
Disney would be amazing, but I prefer Sony animation pictures, because I love the Spider-Verse movies and the style and everything. It's so unique, and it's so beautiful, the rendering and everything. It just really inspired me. So I've recently tried the cross hatching in some of my recent animations. So yeah, that's...
Yes, I love Sony animations, and my favorite movie from them is Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I just love the way it's animated.
Yes, oh my god, I love that movie too. It's really, really good. I just rewatched it the other day. It's amazing.
Yes, I love that movie. I don't know if you still go to school or not, but if you do, how do you balance school and animating?
Well, first of all, I definitely still go to school. And school's only going to get harder from here, so honestly, I don't know if I'm going to still continue animation throughout the rest of the school year, or maybe just restart in the summer. From the past, I've just been dedicating around 30 minutes a day to make one video, because usually it takes around a week to make a video for a short reel for me. And that's just how I consistently upload. But maybe in the future it'll change. I'm not entirely sure. I just try and maintain a really vague uploading schedule, around a week for each reel. And between all my schoolwork, I try to get it done on the day that they set the work.
Yes, definitely do your homework first, because it's very important and you need to pass school in order to do something else later. So you said that it takes about a week to make a short reel. And I see that you're mostly active on Instagram. So do you think that you'll start being more active on YouTube in the future? Or do you think that Insta is gonna be your main platform?
So I was originally starting off on YouTube, but I believe that Instagram is definitely going to be my main platform from now on, considering that the algorithm in general is better. The community here, I feel like it's more interactive, and I can engage with my viewers a lot more than I can on YouTube with story posts and stuff like that. In general, I just think it's a better and more engaging platform than YouTube, and so therefore I'll just continue posting on here.
That's actually kind of funny because for me, the algorithm is better on YouTube than on Instagram. But I definitely think that we all grow differently on different platforms. Speaking of platforms, are you thinking of posting on TikTok? Or do you think that you'll never post there?
Yeah, so actually, on TikTok I've thought about it, but like, I don't really have any plans on posting on TikTok because I find it like a bit out of reach for me. There's so many talented people on there, like.
Yes, that's understandable. Have you ever done a collab with other creators? If yes, which one was your favorite?
So I've done many collaborations here on Instagram and on YouTube, but my two favorite would probably be Cherry Roblox Edits and Just Avery Plays. So I really liked Cherry Roblox Edits, our collab, because I thought it was really creative. Although it is a trend and it's been like done before, but I just thought that I'm really grateful to like have her as a really good like artist. And I really enjoyed the collaboration with Avery, because I felt like making my own part for an edit, I thought like it turned out really well like together. And also I'm making a new collaboration with her actually like really soon, so yeah.
Ooh, that sounds really exciting. Do you have a dream content creator you would like to collab with?
So I haven't really done a collab with any animators yet, so I'd love to have a fellow animator collab with me, maybe like Honey Lights or 𝐒𝐲𝐶𝐈, but like that's just because Honey Lights, I don't know where she went, she just disappeared, and 𝐒𝐲𝐶𝐈, maybe she just stopped making animations, but other than that, maybe I'd like to collab with 𝐒𝐿 if she ever makes any more animations. That'd be really cool.
Well, I hope you can collab with them really soon. We're almost at the end of this podcast. What is your favorite animation you've done so far?
So my favorite animation would probably be the one that I did to Melanie Martinez's nurse's office. I think that it's just really like smooth. Like, I don't really like the intro, but like after the intro, I feel like since I took a lot of time to animate that part, it just turned out really smooth, and like I like the concept of, you know, being sucked into your computer and then, you know, you just don't know where you're going. Kind of like me on a daily basis.
It is very smooth indeed. This is the last question of the podcast. Do you have any tips for people that are getting into animation? Because personally, I did a few animations and I never animated again. For example, my intro was the last animation I made, and it's so ugly. So do you have any tips on that for future animator?
So, of course, when you're a beginner, I recommend keeping it simple and short, like keep the movements very limited and like limited number of keyframes, try and keep it smooth. That would be my number one priority, to like try and keep things smooth, and like remember that it's a step-by-step process and not everyone gets it at the first time, so just keep trying and trying again. After all, like I only got here after 4 years of constantly trying and trying to animate, so just keep doing what you do and just hope for the best.
Thank you so much for the tip. I'm sure it will help a lot of people. And that's the end of today's podcast. Thank you so much, Ollie, for coming today.
Of course, I really enjoyed being on this podcast, so thank you for inviting me.
Yes, of course. Well, Blossoms, that's a wrap for episode 2 of the Blooming Podcast. Thank you again, Ollie, for joining us today. You can find her Instagram in the description below. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe for more episodes. And comment down below who you want to see featured on the Blooming Podcast. Bye, Blossoms. I'll see you in the next episode.